So you can see what this would do to your body when you go to the gym or you go to do an exercise. You're naturally not even really knowing. You stole my heart of gold. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristell Foss. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss this face, because I do post workouts Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So this video is going to be on how to either balance out your left and your right side of your body, or if you feel like one side is stronger than the other, one side is bigger than the other. If you have a bigger shoulder on your right than your left, or if you feel like you're stronger on one side than the other. This is going to be a really good video for you to follow so that you have more control. Today I am going to be doing a chest, tricep, and shoulder unilateral workout. This is going to help you with your muscle imbalances, or to just figure out what side might be stronger and what side may need a little help in that department. So tip number one, I really want to stress this so much. A lot of people have poor posture. I see people standing like this all the time. If you have a baby on your hip, you're gonna be like this, like all day long. It's gonna throw you out of whack. Switch from hip to hip. If you're at a desk working all day, desk job, and you should be here. Some people stand like this all day long. So you can see what this would do to your body when you go to the gym or you go to do an exercise. You're naturally not even really knowing, you're just gonna stand like that. You're not gonna be square with great posture all of a sudden now that you're in a gym about to work out. So first of all, you need to be really aware of what your body is doing. So shoulders need to be square, no matter if you're standing or if you're in a bent over position. My shoulders are still square, but I'm in a bent over position. So you don't want to be here or be here when you're trying to do shoulder presses or bench press. So all we need to do is be very aware of our body. So shoulders are back and down. So we're not right here, but we're here. So when we do our shoulder press, everything is lined up. A lot of the times when we do both at the same time, we just get so into it that we're just jamming, and we're probably looking like this. No bueno. Second tip, make sure that you start with the weaker side first, always. And you can always throw in a few extra reps on that side. On my weaker side, I would do 15 shoulder press, light weight. And then on this side, I would do 12 shoulder press. Today, I am doing 10 pounds for 12 on each side, very slowly, really feeling that muscle. What is it doing, okay? So don't just go through the motions, really focus. I hope you enjoy this workout, and I will see you when we're done. Jumping into the very first exercise, which is going to be a barbell standing shoulder press. So form is extremely important when doing this exercise and with any exercise, but I want you to get into this correctly so that you can have success with your fitness goals in the long run. So let's go over real quickly how I get into that exercise before I go any further. You're gonna come right underneath the bar, lift your chest to the sky, squeeze your back, press those elbows into the side of your body, pull your belly button into your spine and press straight up. Make sure your shoulders are not rounded forward, so your shoulders are back and down. Pull your belly button into your spine, squeeze your glutes, press your heels through the earth, knees do not bow in, and imagine when you're pressing the bar through the ceiling that you're like a pencil. Everything is in a straight line, all your joints are lined up. So shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, they're all lined up in a row from ceiling to ground. Now, when you do press that bar through the roof, make sure that you do not arch your lower back it'll completely throw that line out of alignment, and it'll create a weak link in the chain. So the chain is your joints lined up, and the weak link would probably be your lower back. And when your lower back is arched and you stick your butt out, that means you have no abdominal contraction anymore, or very little anyway. And that's why I always stress, pull your belly button into your spine. That is what I mean by that. So the area between your pubic bone and your belly button is where you need to practice on pulling your muscles into the center of your spine, back into your body. Okay, and then the proper way to put the bar back on the rack is to simply bring the bar all the way down to your chest, squeeze your back, walk forward, bend your knees to bring the bar down. Then you can let go of the bar and step away. Okay, first unilateral exercise. These are all going to be single arm exercises. We're going to start with the shoulder press. Now make sure you are using light weight. I'm using 10 pounds. This is extremely light for me, but you do not want to be doing these single arm exercises with too heavy of weight. So I'm resting the other weights on my shoulder or just right in front of my body, because if I'm holding it out to the side, it's going to fatigue my arms so much to where when I get to that side, it's going to be really difficult for me to do this exercise. Make sure that your elbow does come down through the full range of motion here. So it's coming below my shoulder as I bring it down. And as I press that weight straight up to the ceiling, and really use your muscle to mind connection here and focus on keeping all the tension on that shoulder the whole entire time. So what I tell my clients sometimes is pretend like you're punching your knuckles right through the roof straight up. If you're a beginner, I would suggest that you sit down and do this exercise because you want to keep a solid foundation through your glutes, abs, back. So if you can't stand and keep everything nice and tight, then I would just sit. And of course, don't forget to hydrate. I have been having the worst time drinking enough water in this cold, snowy weather. Okay, moving on to a unilateral incline alternating tricep chest press. Oh my gosh, that's a long name. So you're going to grab your lighter weights again, press them both up to the sky, pull that belly button into your spine, try not to arch your lower back. As I bring the weight down, I'm kind of tucking my elbow down towards my hip. So I'm not flaring my elbow out to the side. That is a very good way to hurt your shoulder on this exercise. So as you can kind of see right here, my elbow is kind of tucked down just a little bit, and that's actually helping me use my triceps a lot more. So really focusing on that muscle to mind connection as I imagine my tricep pressing up and then squeezing that chest. So if you're a beginner and you're having trouble balancing yourself on the bench, or it feels a little scary or weird, you can always lie down on the ground. I actually love doing chest exercises on the ground because you're able to bring your elbow down to the ground and feel the full range of motion. So that is another option as well. Okie dokie smoky. Moving into a bent over tricep unilateral extension. Okay, so feet are hip width apart. You're going to bend your knees slightly, bend over and press your hips to the back wall. So a lot of the weight is in your heels. Pull your belly button up into your spine. Back is nice and flat, and we're going to bring our elbows up to the side of our body, resting one weight on your quad. So again, starting on your weaker side or less developed side, you're going to press your arm to straight, and then you're going to rotate your palm to the ceiling. Now I really want you to feel the tricep working here. So however that is for you, that is what I want you to go for. That's called muscle to mind connection. This is how I feel my triceps the most doing this exercise, but you could be totally different. So just because somebody is doing an exercise a specific way, it doesn't always mean that you're gonna feel it like they do. So always keep that in mind. So keep that muscle to mind connection and just kind of feel where you feel your muscle working the most. As you can see, my head is just an extension of my spine. So what I mean by that is I'm not tilting my head up to look at myself, looking to the side. It's just extending straight from my spine and everything is lined up. So that is what I want you guys to do as well. As you can see, I'm getting a little fatigued here. You would not believe the pump you get when you just do a single arm with light weights. It's just unreal. I am going to finish up with the cables. We're gonna do 2 exercises in a row with no rest in between. So we're doing a fly and then a chest press. So as you can see, I am almost imagining that I'm scooping some ice cream from the side of my body. So my palm is facing my body as I scoop and then punch the mirror. And my palm ends up in a face down position. So the whole entire motion is a scoop, punch, squeeze the chest. Now remember, keep those abs nice and tight. Feet are a little more than hip width apart so that you don't fall over. Okay, we're going into our chest press now. So your palm stays down the whole entire time. Your elbow stays below your shoulder just a smidge, not too much. So just tuck that elbow down just a little bit. As you bend your elbow and bring your arm back, make sure that you're not extending your arm behind your body. You really want to make sure that we are protecting our shoulder, our rotator cuff, all that jazz, so we don't hurt ourselves. Okay, now you're gonna continue and do that on the other side, of course, so that we are in balance and even, because that is why we're here right now anyway, because we're out of balance. Okay, so moving on to our cable standing shoulder press. So you're gonna stand really close to the machine so you are in alignment with the cable. So for example, if I stepped forward, I would be working on a lot of chest and anterior deltoid because the cable would be pulling at an angle, like a 45-degree angle, and pulling me back. Remember to keep that elbow just slightly in front of your body as well to protect those shoulders, and feet are hip width apart. Get a nice solid foundation here so that you can really use your abs, your glutes. Nothing else is moving except for that arm. So you don't want to use your body to be pushing that weight up. So choose a pretty light weight. I think I have maybe 10 or 15 pounds on here. If you're a beginner, just start with 5. Okay, last exercise. This is obviously not a unilateral exercise, or in other terms, a single arm exercise, but this is so good for your rear delts, so good for your rotator cuff, but I warn you, do not go heavy on this. This is really gonna help with the development of your rear delts. I swear by this one, it gets me every single time. So for the setup, of course, feet are hip width apart, pull your belly button into your spine. You're going to hold the rope so that your palms are facing the ground and the 2 plastic balls are touching each other. You're going to pull the rope to your face, elbows come out nice and wide, squeezing the rear delts to the back of the shoulders. As soon as you are right there, you're going to rotate everything from the shoulder joint to the back of the room. So just remember, when you rotate through that shoulder, imagine the back of your hand is going to hit the wall behind you. As you can see, everything comes up, and I'm not extending too far back, but just enough to feel that rear delt and get a nice rotation. Okie doke. So if you have any questions on form or any of the exercises, then please comment in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. So I gave you 3 tips in the beginning to help you correct your form and to even out your body to give yourself more balance and control. If you have any other questions, please comment below. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later. Bye.